So this is the area of my project that I have planned for this weekend. As you can see, my patio has been stained a color that's compatible with the color of my fence and with the doors and bricks on my house. I think it's called dark walnut. It sort of makes the patio look like it's made of terracotta. And probably 2 or 3 years ago when I had this done, it looked really nice. But you can tell now that it's starting to flake off and expose the concrete underneath. And then there are also places that I'm not sure how well it's going to come through on this video, but you can see that even the stained concrete has become discolored with algae, mildew, lichen. I've heard so many different names for what this stuff is, but it's just black sooty staining that likes to occur in moist places where the air doesn't circulate much, and that describes very well my patio. But recently I was pressure washing the bricks on the outside of my chimney because the grout between each brick was black with that same algae stuff. And then whenever I got down here to the lower bricks, I accidentally sprayed the patio right here in this spot. And when I saw that it removed the stain, I did a little more testing and decided that, hey, a power washer would be a great way to remove this stain and prepare the concrete to receive a new coat of stain and sealant. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's pretty ugly right now. But the first phase is just to remove this old stain and get the concrete slab clean and hopefully in a uniform color. And so here's what the patio looks like beforehand. You can see there's a large stained area here and all along here. Some stains here. So the whole purpose of this project is to get this patio back to just a clean concrete appearance. Alright, I just wanted to pause here for a second with the time-lapse photography and show you what the results look like. This particular pressure washer that I have is an electric one, so it doesn't have quite the power that a gasoline-powered pressure washer would. And so consequently this rotational head, even though it's effective to a certain extent, it's not quite powerful enough to remove all of the stain. And also you can see that there's some lines from the overlapping passes. Whenever I've watched these watch people pressure washing concrete with these rotational heads on the internet or on YouTube, it always looks really aggressive. And that was what I was thinking that this one that I have was going to do too. But this is what I'm using. This Ryobi 2300 Max 12-inch. And I'm using it with a Blue Clean pressure washer with a 2050 Max. So we're not even putting water in at the maximum of what the rotational head can handle. And so there you see how well I'm able to clean the algae and the old stain off of this old concrete surface. So this patio surface is over 50 years old. And you can see probably the stripes are because I'm not moving slowly enough, but I'm already moving god-awfully slow, so and there's some places here that are adhering very, very well, and I think these are probably places that were clean, and all the places where I'm just spraying the stain right off the concrete, those are places that were not clean, where he had actually applied stain to a dirty surface. So I'm just going to try to wrap this up and see where I get. So here's the final result. This was as good as I could get it with the pressure washer and the pressure washer rotational head that I had available to me. I think that this is probably the right solution for removing the stain, but I just need a more powerful machine, and you know, the head is probably nothing wrong with that. There's just not enough power to really strip this concrete of all of the stain that's been laid on it. You can see there are some areas that got very clean. That might be because there was a lot of overlap in my rows, but I also tend to think that it was places where the lichen or the algae, whatever it is, was least able to adhere. So like over here, around where the grill was sitting, you can see it came out pretty good, and I think that that's because this area was pretty well filthy with mold and algae, lichen, and it came off pretty well. Still got some strong bonded stain over here against the fence, but we'll see if I can take care of that later on with a pressure washer, or maybe I'll just now that the surface is clean, I could just paint the surface of the patio a shade of orange to get a uniform color, and then go over the top of that then with a spray, fill a spray tank with the stain for the patio, and then spray it on in cloud-like patterns to give it that depth and make it look like it's a natural stone surface. You can see some of these places that are really well adhered. Those are ones that I went back and painted again, added a second layer of stain by hand because the concrete was not as porous, because that square used to be underneath the pillar of patio cover. So one more time, let's see if we can get a wide angle view of this. This is what it looks like after the pressure washing. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and click like if you want other people to see this. Thanks.